uko kuno abo pano mamuona kere nai anovura meso anovura nzeve anokaya marigi kama kweto tikom kweto tikom usasai
kamba kwe uyo anotara mari anogaya mari garai mamunzwa pane nyaya pano zvamunoda kunzwa zvinotaurwa pano madiko kumunzwa mugovane.com kamba kwe vanogaya mari vanotaura mari vanoziya mari kamba kwe vanotaura feya kuti pamberi zvichafamba sei vanhu.
Right, 9 January 2022, and today I'm very, very excited to bring to you some very, very useful information. And a lot of you have been contacting me, especially given what has happened in South Africa. And you know that most of the people here from Zimbabwe are domestic workers, they're drivers, they're cleaners, or they work in hotels. Those are the kind of jobs that our people are doing here. And we've got approximately 250,000 people who are affected by the current changes of the Zimbabwe exemptions permit. So I've suggested in the past that instead of sitting in South Africa, you should be thinking about moving to other countries. Specifically, I mentioned Canada, and also there's the United Kingdom. There's also Germany, which just put out a program. I saw the program being advertised today. There's also certain programs in the United States of America. But today I want to focus on Canada, because the reason why I like Canada is they are very welcoming to immigrants. They want you to come to that country. So I did talk to Tari. Tari has got a YouTube channel called Ask Tari, and I featured her here a lot of times. So I'm going to present to you a video that she did for me. But before I do so, I want you to go and like her channel. So on YouTube, sorry, on Twitter, she's at Tari W Ngoda. You can follow her there. She shares a lot of information. And then on YouTube, she's got a lot of videos on Canada. So if you go to this YouTube called Ask Tari, you're going to see, I'm sharing it now. So a Zimbabwean in Canada, that is her name on YouTube. Just allow me to display that. So you search for that channel called Ask Tari, you subscribe, and you click that bell button. Every time she shares anything, you are then going to get it. She's got a lot of information about how to move from Canada, from Zimbabwe to Canada. And then I also want to, before I share the video, I want to explain something. If you are here in South Africa, obviously moving to Canada is not going to be easy, but it can be done. So you have to get a job, and Tari can show you how to get a job. She has done videos on how to do it. The WhatsApp number to get Tari is on the screen right now. Let me just confirm that this is correct before I give you the wrong number. So that is Tari's number. You WhatsApp her and only talk to her when she has said it's okay. So please just WhatsApp her and set up an appointment to talk to her about only this issue of moving to Canada. She's not an agent, but she assists a lot of people who want to move to Canada. There's also a program in the United Kingdom, and there's a lady there, I think she's called Pauline. I always watch your videos on YouTube, Pauline Popomoyo, if I'm not mistaken. So you can also go there. There's a new program from the United Kingdom where people who are not skilled can go and become care workers. It's going to be announced between this month and March. So you can go and find out more about that program. So if you're a serious person and you're in South Africa and you're affected by the situation here, do not waste your time wasting your time here and trying to stick around here. Try to move to other countries. If you can't move to Zimbabwe, try to move to countries like Canada. So if you go to gambako.com right now, on the website, you're going to see all the links that I'm talking about here. So you can go to gambako.com and you open the post, the top post right now, which says how to move to Canada from Zimbabwe. If you open that post, you can click on the links and you can go in and see the information that Tari will be talking about right here. So without wasting your time, let me share this 10 minutes video with you, and then we'll conclude after Tari has done explaining how this works. So as I said, this is for unskilled workers. If you're a driver, if you're a maid, if you're a cleaner, this is a special program for those kind of people. So let's watch what Tari is going to say here.
So this program is called the International Skilled Worker Hard to Feel. So this program is called the International Skilled Worker Hard to Feel Skills Pilots. So this program is for intermediate and low skilled workers in eligible high demand occupations who have an offer for a job in Saskatchewan. I'm not highly skilled, but I want to come to Canada. I mean, I'm a housekeeper, or I'm a cleaner, or I work in a butchery, and I want to also come to Canada. This is the program to you. Don't despair. You just need to get a job, okay? So let's look at the website. I think I need to turn my camera for this one so that we look at it together, so that you see the long list of jobs, occupations that are available for this program, and we can also look at who can apply, how to apply, and the documents that you need. So let's just turn the camera now. All right, so here we go. So the province of Saskatchewan also has its own website. I mean, each province has its own website. So if you're really looking for information on the different provinces in Canada and what programs they have, you can pretty much find it. So here we go. So this is for intermediate and low skilled workers in eligible high demand occupations who have a job offer in Saskatchewan, meet the criteria of the subcategory. So here you must have at least 1 year work experience in the past 3 years in your intended occupation, or 6 months full-time working in Saskatchewan in the job. You must have a language score of at least Canadian benchmark CLB4. So when it comes to CLB4, these are the language test equivalents. So let's look at IELTS. CLB4, you need a 3.5 in reading, a 4 in writing, a 4.5 in listening, a 4 in speaking. Guys, this is very much achievable, okay? For express entry, you need to have CLB9, right? To maximize on your points, at least CLB9. But for this one, you need CLB4. So, I mean, you can pretty much pass this. You will pass it. I mean, I know if you're a Zimbabwean, English is the language that we use from the time we go to school. So you will definitely get more than this minimum score. So this makes it pretty easy to get the English test. And then some employers or regulators may ask for scores that are higher than CLB4. Yeah, like I said, you can pretty much get more than this. I mean, honestly, you can get more than this, more than CLB7, to be honest with you. Writing is usually where a lot of people stumble here, but CLB8 is very possible. CLB9 is very possible. You're very, very capable of doing this one. So back here, you must have completed the equivalent of Canadian secondary school, which is high school, and or higher level education. If your studies were not completed in Canada, you will need to submit an educational credentials assessment. We're always talking about ECA, right? And then for transport truck drivers, you require mandatory entry-level training to obtain a commercial class 1 license to drive semi-trucks in Saskatchewan. So your nomination issued for transport truck drivers will be conditional until proof is provided to the SIMP after you arrive that you have completed MELT training and have a valid class 1 license. This training is done whilst driving in Saskatchewan. So from reading what they're saying, you might have the notification, and then the notification will be conditional until you have provided proof that after you arrive, you have completed the training. So you can get this, come to Saskatchewan, get the training, and then everything is confirmed. And then you should also have a SINP approved offer for a permanent full-time job in Saskatchewan. You will need a valid SINP job approval letter from your employer to show proof. The offer must be in one of the following occupations. Guys, this is where I get very excited because I've had people ask me about these jobs. We are seeing laborers in processing, manufacturing, utilities, laborers in food, beverage, and associated products processing, laborers in metal fabrication, industrial painters, mechanical assemblers and inspectors, process control and machine operators, sawmill machine operators, metal working and forging machine operators, general farm workers, construction trades helpers and laborers, heavy equipment operators, except for crane, transport truck drivers. I get a lot of inquiries from transport truck drivers, material handlers, janitors, light duty cleaners, food counter attendants, hotel front desk clerks, food and beverage servers, home support workers, housekeepers, and related occupations. And then there's a star here. This pilot is not available to employers hiring home support workers, housekeepers, and related occupations who reside in the client's residence or their place of work. So if you're looking for a job where you work in the employer, you have to use the caregiver programs for recruitment, not this program. Other assisting occupations in support and health services, nurse aides, orderlies, and patient service associates, dispatchers, shippers, and receivers. So the program criteria can change anytime, but we will use what was on this website when we received your application. So please jump on these, guys. The federal government sets the amount of nominations the SINP can take every year. No application is guaranteed to be nominated. Your employer must meet the requirements to support your application and immigration through this pilot. More information can be found here. I'm going to put the link in the video description so that you can read for yourself, right? Who cannot apply? A refugee claimant in Canada. You might also not be eligible if you don't provide the required documents and you are not able to prove that you plan to live and work in Saskatchewan, and you and your representative have intentionally misrepresented yourselves in the application. So guys, please try not to lie. Don't try to use shortcuts because it can really ruin your chances of coming to Canada or even applying in the future. So how to apply? To apply to this pilot, you need a job offer. To start your search, please visit saskjobs.ca. They even give us a link, guys. I really like this program. So here we go. Saskjobs.ca. This is the website. Where were we? How to apply, right? So apply online to the SINP, create an account, complete all sections, scan and upload your completed forms and supporting documents, save and submit your application online. This is after you've gotten the job. You need to have a job approval letter. Then what you need to know about using representatives. I know a lot of you right now are already thinking, I need an agent. This is what they are saying. You do not need to use an immigration representative or consultant to apply to the SINP. If you choose to use a rep, you must make sure they are a lawyer in Canada in good standing with the Provincial Law Society or licensed by the government of Saskatchewan. Yeah, so there are laws that protect you. So, I mean, I really think you can do this on your own. And then other forms. Required documents, here we go. You will need to provide your identity, your work experience, your academic credentials, and your language ability. Remember, we talked about CL before. We talked about where's the credential evaluation and your work experience. You have to prove that you worked, right? So I think it's an employer letter, pay slips, and then your identity. Goes without saying. General guidelines. All documents must be easy to read copies of the original documents. If it's not in English or French, you must submit a copy of the original document, a copy of the English or French translation of the document, a copy of an affidavit from the translator describing the translation ability. These are all the forms. Required documents, job offer requirements. Your job offer must be approved before you apply. See, I mean, this program, I love how simple this is. This is the language credentials, and then this is the education training credentials. You should prove that you have a secondary school diploma or education at a higher level, which is equivalent to Canadian education. Work experience credentials. If you're currently working in Saskatchewan, you must provide a copy of a current valid temporary work permit. And then for truck drivers, we already mentioned the mandatory entry-level training, and then identity. So this is pretty simple. You just need to get a job offer, guys. And I know it's very difficult. I mean, searching for a job, going through that process of applying. It takes a lot of effort. You need to really give this a chance. So yeah, get on it, get applying. We've got the links, they're in the video description. Apply. This program really depends on your ability to get a job. And honestly, guys, I believe in you. I know you can get this job, and you can get this nomination, and you can become a permanent resident in Canada. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you again when you come back on the channel for more programs and more information. Bye.
Right. So thanks very much to Tari there. And as I said, guys, if you want to change your life, you can't sit in the same place. You have to move. You have to do something. And I know most of the people here who are waiters, drivers, you are very qualified people. You've got A level. All you need for these jobs is A level. And then you need to follow the process. So I want to take you through the job application. There are so many jobs. So let me show you how easy it is to get a job here if you really put your mind to it. So let's go to this website that Tari was showing us there, Saskjobs. I'm sharing that website, and I'm going to leave that number on the screen. You can only WhatsApp here for help, serious help. Don't WhatsApp here for the things that to say, how do I go to the website? So you are on the website, Saskjobs. The link is on gambaku.com. So you go here and say, I want to be a cleaner, right? So you search cleaners. I'm giving you an example of cleaners. And I hope this thing is going to hurry along. So let's say you're looking for a job as a cleaner, right? It's still searching, right? If you look here, I think I got more than 2,000 jobs already that came out from this search. But you can obviously always look at these jobs that are here. There are so many jobs. You can then apply for the job, and once you apply, you follow the process. The process is also there on gambaku.com. So I wanted to test one job, but anyway, I don't think we've got enough time for that. So go to gambaku.com, get the links, apply, follow the process. Don't only do this for Canada, because remember, Canada is a big place. It's got many provinces or regions. So there is a program here for Saskatchewan, the one that she just gave us. But there are other regional programs. Look at other regional programs. Canada is normally looking for between 200,000 to 500,000 people, or even up to 2 million people to come to Canada. And in South Africa here, we've got only 250,000 Zimbabweans who want to get a job. You can get a family over there if you use this program. Similarly, you can go to the United Kingdom and try the programs that are there. So don't sit around and don't jump the border like the guys that drowned last week. You know that 89,000 people were deported. I'm talking about 89,000 people were deported this past week. You saw these people who are here on the screen, who were crossing across this river. They had to swim across this river or go on boats to go into South Africa illegally. It's not necessary for you to do that. Look at other countries and follow the process. It's difficult, but you can do it. When I came here to South Africa, I got a job offer in December. My permit only came out in July. That is how difficult it was. So I resigned my job in December. And between January and July, I was sitting at home waiting for my permit to come out. That is how it happened to me when I came here back in 2006. So this is a big change. If you're going to come to go to Canada or to any other country, you have to be dedicated. You have to make sure you've got the resources. You have to look for a job. If you get a job, your employer is probably going to sponsor you. So focus on looking for a job. How hard is it to get a job as a cleaner, as a waiter, as a driver? Especially the drivers. The drivers here from Zimbabwe, they don't know, they don't want you. The guys in the industry have told you so many times. So get moving. Go to a country that wants you. Go to Germany. Germany has got a program now for drivers. United States, they've got a program for drivers. Canada, they have a program for drivers. But don't go through agents. The agents are going to exploit you, and you're going to suffer more than we were suffering in South Africa. Now, let's look at the quick comments here. I want to see this guy called Wizlo says, Gambakwe anotaura kunge ariko. Let me tell you what, Wizlo, I'm not in Canada. I'm not planning to go to Canada. I am going to be doing my business in Zimbabwe. So this is for guys who don't have the same opportunities that I have. I'm trying to help other guys here. So it's not for everybody. But if you feel that you want to work and you can't start a business, you can't do farming and so forth, this is the thing that you can do. You can go to Canada and you can take your family with you. These programs allows you to take your family. I'm a plumber. Do I need them? No. You need to go to that link. They need you. They need people like you. Go to that link that I said is on gambako.com and click. The whole program is there, and you can get that. George, a chef, yes, you wanted. You saw Tari explaining there. And then Mutare, Stephen, go to gambako.com. You see the link there in the story. There are 3 links. There's a link for the program. There's a link for the jobs. There's a link for accreditation of your qualifications. So they're all there at gambako.com. And then I want to look at Patrick Machado pushing towards 5 million votes. I just want to say to you guys, forget about politics. Politics is never going to give you food. If you hear someone telling you to come to Zimbabwe and vote, don't plan your life around voting. Okay. You'll never hear me ever advising you to say, okay, I'm going to plan my life so that when we're voted and this person is in office, then things are going to be okay. Forget about that. Sort out your own life. Don't worry about politics, and don't worry about anybody else. This is you and your family. Do the things for your family, and don't do things for. Okay, don't do things for politicians. Magda is saying, what about Namibia? Yes, obviously you can apply using the same process. Here, I'm just talking to the guys who are in South Africa, who are being ejected from South Africa. So you can apply from any country, wherever you are. This program is not limited to Zimbabweans, but it's only that we're talking to Zimbabweans right now. Learning to unlearn, what program do you use to stream live on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time? Use a program called StreamYard. It's only 400 rands a month, so you can go and pick up that program. It will change your channel altogether. And then, Wuju Tafuma, leave politics to the politicians. You said it well, Gambakwe. Yes, Wuju, I really encourage you guys. Forget politicians. They are going to use you for nothing. Go and develop yourself. If you want to go to Zimbabwe, go and do your farming. Don't waste your time with politics. It's a waste of time. What country should you stay away from? Well, you know it one on one. Don't go to Saudi Arabia. Don't go to Dubai. Don't go to those countries there. They don't have protection for employees. Right. I think we're done here. Innocent, I'm sorry, man. I didn't type this link here. It's too long. Go to gambako.com. You're going to get the link there. You just look for the post which says how to move to Canada from Zimbabwe. It's just too long for this screen. And I think I'm going to have to wrap this up. And guys, good luck with this thing. Don't stick around here in South Africa. You got 12 months. Most of you don't qualify for the permits. Make a plan and get out of here. Go to a country or go to Zimbabwe. Go to another country or go back to Zimbabwe. If you want to go back to Zimbabwe, work with other guys. Don't work by yourself. If you group yourself, you will do well. You will do things in Zimbabwe. But if you try to do it by yourself, you will not succeed. So that is it for tonight. And thank you very much to Tari. Please don't forget to follow her on Twitter at Tari W. Ngoda. And if you really need to, WhatsApp her on this number. She will help you, but she's not an agent. So she's just someone who's going to help you the same way that I'm helping you with information. Thank you very much. And we'll talk again tomorrow. I'll have Mr. Tinashe Jonasi here. We're going to be unpacking the situation at the border. So we're going to continue with this concept. what is happening at the border? How does this affect Zimbabweans? Is there a crisis in our country? So we're going to unpack that topic tomorrow. Good night, and thank you to everybody.